Hey there, sexy people. I want to just give you a quick update on the MicroStrategy trade. And today is Tuesday, and MicroStrategy has basically run up like 30 points this week. And while that's cool, that means I need to do some trade adjustments because things are on the way up and I'm not going to make that much more money. So let me show you what I'm talking about. If you look at, I've got the 307.50 calls, right? I sold those, a couple of days ago, and I picked up $1,060 on per each contract, right? So 10,600 because I have 10 contracts. That's the juice because they were out of the money. And so I picked up a little bit of appreciation from where they were to the at the money strike price, but now it's going against me. That's okay because the base position is driving up. So it's just that I'm not going to be able to make that much more money anymore. So I have this little rule here that if I make most of my profit, 75, 80%, something like that by Monday or Tuesday, and the thing expires on Friday, why stay in that same trade when I could just move it and pick up some more juice and pick up either two bites of the apple for the same week, or I can roll it out to the next week and pick up some more. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I'm looking at, these things have only $1.72 or $172 a contract left in them, and I got 1,060. So I've made most of my profit, a good amount, 80% of it anyway. And now all I have to do is wait till Friday and I pick up all the rest of this. But why wait all the way till Friday? I can go and get this, buy this back, okay, for whatever the in the money amount, but I don't want to roll up too much. Like right now the stock is trading at 343, so it's up $7 today. And so if I run it all the way up and cover it at 343, roll up to the 343, that's going to cost me some working capital. I'm okay with that because that's in the money amount. The in the money amount is offset by this base position that's also moving up. It's got a 95 delta, so it's moving up a pretty good amount compared to the stock. So, 95% of the stock move is covered here by the 175 call. So, those two kind of offset. I'm losing on the price above the strike, except I'm getting the juice, and I'm gaining on the in the money synthetic call option. That's the leap that goes out to June. So those two kind of offset, and I'm left with the juice, which started at $10.60 per contract, and right now is at $1.88 per contract. Okay, all right. I've set that up. I think I beat that up, haven't I? Okay. Now, so what we do is I want to look at either this week's. Now this week, let's say I wanted to roll that up, right, from the 307.50s to the 320s. Well, I could pick up $3.43 or $343 a contract by doing that. That's not that exciting for me. My goal is to make $10,000 a week, and in this case, I'm going to need a little bit more than a week to do it. But I've already made most of my juice. Remember, I'm in this for the juice, and I don't want to roll up all the way because what if the stock comes back down? Then I get what's called whipsaw. So I'm cool to roll up a little bit of the way. I mean, if Bitcoin takes off, MicroStrategy takes off, okay, I've got to keep doing this, or I've got to exit the position because I don't want to keep chasing it all the way up. But maybe I do. Anyway, I'm evaluating it on a day-by-day basis, and I'm looking at it going, you know what? I made $9 or $8 this week in 2 days. Now I could pick up another $350 per contract, or $3,500 for the rest of the week. Okay, cool. But what if I go down and look at next week's, like the week after this one? In other words, I'll have 10 days left until this expires, and I look at that same 320. Well, now those are paying $912 a contract, pretty close to my $10 a week, maybe because the stock is still running up. I'm gonna, my goal is to make like $10,000 a week on this. So if I do these 325s, the stock could come down almost $20, and I don't get caught in that whipsaw. So I might do the 325s, or I may do these 322.50s. In fact, they're giving me $29.70 in cushion, including the juice. I think I'm going to do these 322.50s. So all I do is I go back to my monitor. I click on this trade here, 307.50s, and I'm going to create a rolling order. It builds the order at the bottom. So I'm going to buy back those this week's 307.50s, and I'm going to roll to the 322.50s, right? Really simple. I'm going to change this to a market order because I like market orders with this few number of contracts because I usually get a pretty good fill. And I'm just going to say I'm going to buy back those. I'm going to roll them out to the April 4th contracts for the 322.50s. That still keeps me a good amount of the money, and I'm going to hit confirm and send, and I'm going to send that order. Now I got the fill. Just make sure that I did it right, because sometimes I screw up. And anyway, so I now rolled these 307.50s to the 322.50s. I didn't roll up all the way. I didn't get greedy. There's way more juice if we go and look at the money 340s. Well, the stock is at 342. So if we look at the 342.50s, that thing's paying $1,800 a contract. I would have made $18,000. The problem is, if it, and MicroStrategy can do this, it can drop back down 20 bucks pretty easily. So I'd rather kind of chase it up a little bit and stay in the money, giving myself a little bit of cushion, and still make 10,000-ish per week in juice. So that's the goal. That's what I'm doing. Hope you figured it out. If you want to go back, a couple of people have asked me, they looked at the math video that I just put out yesterday or the day before, and they said, when does MicroStrategy trade start? Well, it started all the way back on November 20th when the stock was at 477. Now it's kind of coming back up the other side, and I've been through the down cycle of this. Now I'm going to show you how I can make money on the up cycle, and you're seeing I just pocketed $8 from the first part of the trade and created another part of the trade that's the same. So just to make sure, I got these 322.50s. I picked up about $10 worth of juice. It's fluctuating quite a bit, but that's $10,000 again that now I get to pick up, and I'm in the money protecting my account. If it keeps going up, I'm going to kind of do the same thing. I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Hey, it's Mark Yagi, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do that right now. That would be a great favor to me, and plus it helps me get this material out to a lot of other people that might need it. I've got a little bit of a movement going on here, and I want to try to change the world one person at a time, showing them that you can make safe, reliable income from the stock market. And plus it helps to grow the channel a little bit. Also, if you would give me a thumbs up on the video and like it, great. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down, that's cool. But just tell me why you don't like it so I can get better. And then hit the notification bell so you can get these videos as soon as they come out, because a lot of times this is timely information and you want to get that information before it gets stale. The last thing is to join my free Insider Tips newsletter. There's a link below, and you get everything in one spot. You get breaking news and analysis also. So that would be great if you could do that too. See you soon.